Ever heard of a country that's smaller than Maryland yet holds a world record? Welcome to Moldova. Smack dab between Romania and Ukraine, this compact nation packs a punch. Don't underestimate it because of its size. Moldova is a hidden gem, with rich history and stunning landscapes. It's home to the world's wine cellar, the Milesti Mici, and boasts a unique culture. Declared independent in 1991, it's now a proud parliamentary republic. So stick around, there's a lot more to discover about this small but mighty country. In Moldova, you'll need more than one language dictionary in your backpack. This small yet vibrant country is a linguistic marvel, boasting not one, not two, but three official languages. First up is Romanian, a Romance language that beautifully echoes Moldova's historical ties with Romania. But don't hang up your language learning hat just yet, because next in line is Gagauz, a Turkic language spoken by the Gagauz people, a minority group in Moldova. And last but not least, we have Russian. Thanks to Moldova's Soviet past, Russian is widely spoken, making it a handy language to know during your visit. And here's a fun fact. While the rest of the world might struggle to learn just one foreign language, many Moldovans are trilingual. So, when in Moldova, do as the Moldovans do. Speak three languages. Before we continue our journey through this unique country, let's take a step back in time and explore the rich history of Moldova. The roots of this vibrant nation lie in the ancient Dacian tribes, who inhabited these fertile lands thousands of years ago. Then came the Roman Empire, leaving behind a legacy that would shape the region for centuries to come. This melding of Dacian and Roman cultures eventually led to the formation of the Principality of Moldavia, an important medieval state that would later become part of modern-day Moldova. But Moldova's history didn't stop there. As the centuries rolled on, the country found itself under Ottoman and Russian rule, each leaving its own indelible mark on Moldova's culture and identity. From the Turkic influence of the Gagauz people to the widespread use of the Russian language, these historical ties can still be seen and felt today. From ancient tribes to a modern republic, Moldova's history is as diverse as it is fascinating. For all the wine connoisseurs out there, imagine a country where vineyards stretch as far as the eye can see, where wine flows as freely as water, and where every day can be a celebration of this beloved beverage. Welcome to your dream destination, Moldova. Nestled in the heart of Eastern Europe, Moldova may be small in size, but it has a big reputation for its wine production. Wine here is more than just a drink. It's a deep-rooted tradition, a symbol of hospitality, and a testament to the rich history. The regions of Valul lui Traian, Codru, and Stefan Voda each offer their own protected geographical indications, ensuring the wines produced carry the distinct flavor of the local terroir. Whether it's the robust reds of Valul lui Traian or the aromatic whites of Codru, every sip narrates the story of the land from which it comes. What sets Moldovan wine apart isn't just the variety, it's the sheer volume. The Milesti Mici cellar in Moldova holds the title of the world's largest wine cellar, extending over 120 miles underground. This labyrinth of wine stores nearly 2 million bottles. Any serious wine lover would deem a visit to this expansive wine city an essential experience. Furthermore, the annual National Wine Day, a week-long event that turns the entire country into a grand wine-tasting venue, showcases the country's love for wine in an event that unites locals and tourists in a shared appreciation of wine. Regardless of whether you're a seasoned sommelier or a casual enthusiast, Moldova's wine culture will captivate you. The passion inherent in Moldova's winemaking, its diverse selection, and the pure joy embodied by its wine celebrations all contribute to its status as a true wine lover's paradise. Remember, in Moldova, every day can be a wine day. In the heart of Eastern Europe, nestled between the robust vineyards and the battleground of alphabets, lies a peculiar Moldovan custom that may seem bizarre to outsiders. Here, in Moldova, there exists an unwritten law that prohibits whistling indoors. Yes, you heard it right. While in many cultures, whistling is seen as a joyful expression, a sign of being carefree, in Moldova, it's a different story altogether. Whistling indoors is believed to invite financial misfortune. A harmless whistle could be seen as a call to the money gods, asking them to leave your home. This unique belief is a testament to Moldova's rich tapestry of traditions, customs, and superstitions. It's a window into a culture that values its age-old beliefs, even in the face of modernity. So if you ever find yourself in this fascinating country, remember, keep your whistling to the great outdoors. Because in Moldova, a whistle could cost you more than just a tune. Before we delve deeper into the cultural quirks and linguistic battles of this fascinating nation, Let's take a moment to talk about the economic side of Moldova. At first glance, you might find Moldova to be predominantly rural, but beneath this pastoral charm lies an economy that is primarily based on agriculture and food processing. Moldova's fertile lands and favorable climate make it an agricultural powerhouse. The country's vineyards are particularly noteworthy, producing wines that are celebrated worldwide. These wines aren't just a treat for the palate, they significantly contribute to Moldova's economy. But it's not all about wine and agriculture. Despite being one of the poorest countries in Europe, Moldova has made significant strides in reducing poverty and promoting inclusive growth. International bodies like the World Bank have lauded Moldova's efforts in economic reform and poverty reduction. So, while Moldova may be small, its economy is mighty and growing. Moldova may be small, but it's home to some big brains. That's right, this little country nestled between Romania and Ukraine has birthed some innovative and ingenious inventors whose contributions have left their mark in various fields. One such inventor is Anatol Matasaru. Now, you might not recognize his name immediately, but you've probably come across his invention, the pacifist game. This unique game, inspired by protest movements, has captured the attention of gamers worldwide. But Moldova's inventive spirit doesn't stop at gaming. Take Peter Pascari, for instance. Pascari is the brain behind the laser microphone, a device that has revolutionized the field of audio recording and surveillance. His invention, which can pick up sound vibrations through a window, has been a game-changer in the world of espionage. So, the next time you think of Moldova, remember it's not just about wine and history, but also about innovation and invention. This nation, small as it may be, continues to punch above its weight, proving that size is no barrier to creativity or accomplishment. From the ingenious inventors, let us now move on to the soulful sounds of Moldova. This small nation is a treasure trove of captivating tunes and rhythms. Moldovan music, deeply rooted in its culture and history, is a delightful blend of vibrant folk melodies, modern pop, and the timeless appeal of traditional instruments. The nai, a type of pan flute, and the cimbalom, a kind of dulcimer, are two distinctive instruments that color the soundscape of Moldova. Folk music, with its lively dances and soulful ballads, is the heartbeat of Moldova's musical tradition. The hora dance, in particular, is a sight to behold. But Moldova isn't just about traditional tunes. The country has a thriving pop and rock scene, and its artists have graced the Eurovision stage multiple times, bringing a taste of Moldovan music to a global audience. One such band is Sunstroke Project, whose infectious tune Runaway and memorable saxophone riff took the internet by storm. The Language Chronicle of Moldova is a narrative worthy of a blockbuster. Picture a land where the very alphabets you pen turn into a war zone. This is the exact scenario that unfolded in Moldova. This country, previously called Bessarabia, witnessed its official language, Romanian, going through a rigorous transformation. The year 1939 saw the emergence of the Soviets and their iron rule. The Moldovan language was compelled to embrace the Cyrillic alphabet, a dramatic shift from its Latin origins. This change was not merely a reshuffling of alphabets and words. It was a premeditated attempt to distance Moldova from its Romanian lineage and bring it under the Soviet Union's influence. But the Moldovans, being as tenacious as they are, refused to let their Latin wither. When transformational winds blew across Eastern Europe, Moldova grabbed its chance for liberation. In 1989, they declared enough and restored the Latin alphabet. One might dismiss it as a simple switch of alphabets, but in truth, it was a strong reaffirmation of their national identity and a reclamation of their cultural legacy. Have you ever encountered a flag adorned with a massive extinct bovine's head? Welcome to Moldova, Scene 11. Why such an emblem on their flag, you ask? The answer lies within Moldova's rich history. The auroch, an extinct megabovine, roamed Europe, Asia, and North Africa till the 17th century. For Moldova, it symbolizes strength, courage, and resilience. It's a tribute to their past, a testament of their grit, an emblem of hope for the future. More than a design, it represents Moldova's essence. So remember, it's not just a flag, it's a narrative. A tale of a populace who, akin to the formidable auroch, deny being erased from memory. Where you find yourself in Moldova, keep in mind that smiling at strangers might earn you some bewildered glances. Now I must clarify, Moldovans are not perpetually grumpy. Indeed, they're quite warm, welcoming even. Yet there's a societal quirk you should be aware of. In this corner of the globe, beaming broadly at people you barely know can be construed as superficial. It's a social convention that might seem peculiar to us, but it's simply how matters proceed here. In Moldova, a smile is more than a polite gesture. It's a heartfelt sign of joy or affection. So, when you're wandering the lanes of Chisinau and come across solemn faces, don't panic. It's their way of keeping it real. Just bear in mind, when in Moldova, use your smile sparingly. Picture a nation void of a leader. Baffling, isn't it? That was the reality for Moldova. This small yet powerful country experienced an odd predicament in 2012. A certain duration, the presidential chair remained unoccupied, leaving the nation in a gripping sense of uncertainty. However, the people of Moldova are second to none in tenacity. They weathered the storm, and before long, a new leader emerged from the political wilderness. Judge Nicolae Timofti, respected for his legal acumen, assumed the most prestigious position in country. His ascension signaled a fresh chapter in Moldovan political landscape, bringing back the much-needed stability to this polyglot wonderland. In Moldova, even the currency croons a tale. Fascinating, isn't it? Moldova, a land of rich folklore and melodies, has a unique way of preserving its cultural heritage. The country displays lyrics from the traditional Romanian ballad Miorita on its banknotes, a song deeply to the Moldovan identity. Imagine this, every time a Moldovan reaches into their purse, they're touching not just currency but a piece of their culture. So when in Moldova, take a closer look at their money. You'll realize that each note is an art carrying a slice of Moldovan history. Remember, in Moldova, each denomination is a work of art.